On the front of this is Andrew Wolnez. He is absolutely a predator. Now, he wanted to accuse me of doing drugs, so I accused him of doing drugs. He didn't like that. He wanted to accuse me of being a pedophile, so I accused him of being a pedophile. He didn't like that. He wanted to accuse me of murder. Have I accused him of murder yet? No. But I probably will, just to be fair and equal. I'm not sure if you noticed, but literally every woman that I've gone to about this issue has done exactly what women do when a man is being victimized. They make empty fucking promises that they never intend on keeping. Now, maybe one of these women will keep their word, but not likely. It's more likely that we'll be stuck with another dumb cunt like that one who wanted to get involved when Andrew Wolnez was assaulting me again over at Safeway. Well, holy shit, that's a messed up thing, isn't it? Andrew Wolnez is 100% a predator. He decided to harm somebody that he knew he could get away with harming. A disabled homeless man. Just like Ted Bollinger, the pedophile, wife beater. But it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter that Ted Bollinger raped his own daughter. It doesn't matter that he got drunk and beat on his daughters. What matters is that you somebody who's easy to victimize. Nobody cares about the homeless until they're homeless. By then, of course, it's too late. Meanwhile, we can't go to other homeless people because it's just going to be fucking pity parties. They're just going to talk about themselves. Just like women aren't actually going to help a man who's being fucking harmed. No woman actually gives a shit. They're expected to play nice, which is completely different from stopping a fucking predator. I don't care if Wolnez is your friend or not. What I care about is that this predator has repeatedly harmed me, and then he wants to slander my name to try to justify it. I don't give two shits. You make whatever fucking excuse you want. The thing is, you wanted to call me a pedophile. Andrew Wolnez. I don't mind calling you a pedophile right back. Now, there's lots of people who have been predatory towards me, and not all of them were sexually predatory. But of course, you pretend that when I say predator, that I'm only talking about sexual predators. Reality is, there are many different types of predators. Andrew Wolnez is wanting to harm somebody that he can get away with harming. And anybody at all who is not down with turning in Andrew Wolnez is promoting rape society, promoting violence against the disabled. That's right, promoting it. You're allowing it to continue. Now, one lady at the Safeway, she said that she knew Wolnez and she'd talked to him. I don't give a shit if she talked to him or not. The fact is, he committed the crimes. He should be in jail, well, prison. I'm an at-risk and disabled adult. I can't defend myself. Wolnez is well aware of this. This is why he chose to target me. This is the same reason that homeless junkies target me. I am easy to victimize because I have no friends or family who actually care. That's because the only people who ever actually pretended to give a shit were fucking druggies. Homeless fucking druggies. There is no truce between me and Wolnez. He wanted to slander my name and make a big scene and try to get me kicked off the property by making a big scene. He wanted to try to enlist others in his wrongdoing. He wanted to enlist other people in his crimes against me. And I speak up here. That's right. He's absolutely a predator. He intentionally chose to be predatory towards me, and violent, and confrontational, and mean. And of course, how dare I speak up? I must be a horrible person because I speak up. I must be a horrible person because I recorded the piece of shit. Right? You're fucking trash. So what am I doing right now? I'm going over to Safeway. I'm gonna get myself something to drink. And although Eileen is definitely someone that I have no trust in, no trust for, and have absolutely no faith that she's going to do the right thing. I have no faith in her actually being a real Christian because she's shown that she is. She helped many predators to get away, and of course, because she never once tried to help turn it in, I don't trust her, so I can't go back to her for help. If you're going to make any suggestion other than helping me to turn in the predator, you are not helping. You're making things worse. And I don't owe it to you to do what you want just because you're a female. I don't owe it to you to do what you want just because you want to play Let's Make a Deal. No, we're not playing Let's Make a Deal. We're not playing Let's Make a Deal with fucking predators. The victim always gets the short end of the stick. We're not playing Let's Make a Deal with predators. Either you're helping me to turn them in, or you're helping them to get away. And that's as simple as it is. Now the two daughters who still work here at the Safeway, but they don't treat me badly. They talk to me decent. I like that. Now, I went in there on more than one occasion for my safety. Notice in one of those videos, it's got Krista's name right in it. Why is it that Krista's name is in there? Because when I needed help stopping abuse, I went to her. At Starbucks. God damn, this place, this is the most full I've ever seen this parking lot. It is full. Now with my legs being as fucked up as they are, and me barely being able to walk, I need to make sure that I'm close to the building. Also, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it to the Starbucks, but I'm gonna try. Also, at the end of this video, just like the end of every video from here on in, at the very beginning, it's going to start with Wolnez's picture. And at the end, I'm going to post in the link description a link to at least 5 of the assaults and multiple harassment. Now, there's a lot of stuff that he wanted to do. He wanted to continue to threaten my phone. Well, he's not allowed to do that. That's illegal as fuck. It's illegal as fuck to try to destroy evidence of your wrongdoing, which the police have done as well. But they only got away with it because nobody gives a shit. Especially no woman gives a shit. If a man is abused, no woman is going to help him turn it in. They're going to make every excuse not to. We cannot trust women for a reason. No woman in the United States cares about a man unless he is buying her stuff. Now, how sexist is that? Doesn't matter, it's true. Well, I'm gonna have to walk a ways to get to the building. Oh. God bless America, right? Let's hope I can the bathroom now. I don't know if I will. So he's going to be in every video until someone helps me to turn him in. Every single one of them. His picture on the front of every single one. Good morning. Well, I'm not exactly in the right way at the moment.
Here.
What are those for?
There's like 5 or 6 in there. Joe was griping that I had a few more than him, so you take that and even us out. Even me and Joe out.
Well, I don't know how that would even him out. He gives me a lot of cigarettes.
No, I bought a pack and he bought me 2 packs, and I didn't realize he bought me cigarettes. So he said, "Now you got more than me." I was like, "I'll just smoke them."
Well, I'm still trying to find somebody to help me turn in wolnez. It's been a giant pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't even go to the cops, can you?
I can't, but not alone. That's the thing. I have the number for a place that I'm supposed to call, but I can't call them alone. Just like any other situation. I'm a dude. I can't call the cops alone.
Is it a local place?
Man. It is. Well, not in Tillamook County, but it's Oregon.
Yeah. And it's just calling. You just gotta call them.
With somebody who knows what's going on. That's one. I think.
I know. I gotta watch that. I was at lunch when I saw it, and I was like, I better not listen to this at lunch.
I don't watch it in public. Don't watch it around children.
I won't watch it in public. That's what I said. I started to open it. I was like, I better wait till I'm home, because that last one was pretty bad. So.
I did send you a video. I want to say last night or the night before, just so you know my state of mind when I get really, really, really fucked with. Like, it really does increase my chances of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So of course it ain't your fault, and of course I've been doing the whole blaming women thing, and then I go back to blaming men, and then I go back to blaming women.
Yeah.
Basically, I try to get people to understand that, hey, it's not a sex thing. It's stupid.
Yeah, I got it.
Anyway, I noticed that Joe escorts a young lady out here every single day.
It's my daughter.
And escorts her back into the building. And I was complaining about that on my YouTube channel. What I said. what I said was, there's a guy here. I don't know if it's his kid or not, but he walks this young lady every day at break now, and then he walks her back. That right there, that's somebody who actually cares. That's the difference between him and most people. Now, I don't want to call him a good man because I know that can be an insult and it can get somebody took advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
But I like him.
Yeah, he's pretty good most of the time. But he can be an asshole too, so,
I did make another video that's a bit shorter and it's got more of the stuff in it that I wanted to put in it.
Okay.
And it starts off with the assault a little bit earlier in the video. I was thinking about sending that one to you instead. It's got a few more curse words, but it also shows why it is.
I'll watch any
I have
ones you
to
send
face.
me. I just have to watch them in private so people don't hear all the cussing.
Right? There's a guy named James. He didn't even realize that I did cuss ever because he'd never seen me like that.
Well, that's why I said the one video where you were getting upset. I was like, okay, can't watch this here.
Right? I gotta get to the building. I'm gonna try to get to the bathroom before I do myself. I don't know if I'll be able to walk through the whole store. I might need to grab a card.
Yeah, there's cards up there.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty.
Be safe.
You too.
You're ready? Get ready to go use the bathroom and hoping I actually make it there without collapsing.
Do you need the code?
Yes, please. Thank you very much. I'll bring it right back.
No, you're good. I'm going to be back on the register, hon.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yes, ma'am. I would like a tall cup and a grande cup with 10 sugars in a raw and some cream.
Are you doing better right now?
No,
Still things?
a lot. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about going and grabbing one of them carts again, but I'm going to get coffee instead. Although while you were gone, over there, doing your job on the cart and stuff, with I'm assuming bookwork, I gave an order to an imaginary Starbucks employee who's not actually here. I'm sure you can probably imagine that I ask for something I get every time, so. Yep, you already got it rung up. Apparently you're reading my mind.
Yup.
I didn't give you permission to do that.
Well, I'm just that good.
You are that good. Plus, lucky for you, autistic people are generally consistent.
Everything has to be in order.
Yep.
ADD and ADHD people are the same way.
Yeah, ADHD, Tourette syndrome, excessive compulsive disorder, social anxiety disorder. Tourette syndrome is the one that got me beaten up the most growing up because, like, when I'm nervous, my eyes blink, one or the other. And so I've had people beat me up for flirting with them because they wanted to assume I was a homosexual, or beat me up because I was hitting on their girlfriend because I winked at them. And then I do this with my wrists. So, of course, I got to deal with people calling me a retard or accusing me of being on drugs because of it, you know. On the bright side, I don't kill them no matter how mean they are, which seems to be everybody's suggestion. Everybody thinks that I should hurt these predators. I'm like, I don't want to hurt them. I want to turn them in so they don't hurt other people. If you let a predator go, they go after somebody else. No, I can do it. I'm trying to get my hand rehabilitated, which is part of the reason why I do that. I get on my knees because I can't stand up anymore. Not till 7. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have answered for you. Thank you, I work out. Bad joke.
Yeah. Well, we all work out in some way.
All right, so that's an actual Starbucks machine, but it says Albertsons on the side. Sorry, I didn't mean to take up the whole thing.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I've got about 30 assaults just in Tillamook recorded on my channel. Yep. What you need.
Thank you.
Some holiday stuff.
I'm watching you.
No, I'm watching you.
I'm watching you.
No, I'm watching you.
No, I'm watching you.
I got over 100 restricted calls yesterday for ass.
I hate her.
I've almost gotten 40 of
I always tell people if I don't answer the phone the first time, I don't have their number programmed. Tell them spam call me. So that's like, what is it always your phone? Or just shoot me a text message.
Well, lucky for you, I don't have your number.
Get my number out to people. Tall white mocha?
Oh God, I gotta sit down again. I notice people tend to pretend that the law doesn't exist when the victim's homeless.
Can you open the battery thing?
Yeah, if only it worked somewhere other than just on paper. It's illegal for the cops to not do their jobs in this situation, but also, unless somebody cares, there's no consequences for them, just like there's no consequences for Wolnez. On the bright side, the last time he assaulted me, it was just him trying to break my phone and throwing a cup full of ice cream at me, but he got away with it. The First Christian Church ain't the only place he assaulted me, though. He also assaulted me at Seventh-day Adventist. And, of course, here at Safeway, that's the first assault right over at the can machine. And then the assault right across the street that very same day, same recording. And then the assault over at the library parking lot, same day, different recording. And then there was the assault at the Seventh-day Adventist, the assault at the First Christian Church, and what other assaults? Oh yeah, there's also the repeated harassment in the parking lot here. And then of course the assault over there on the corner when I was flying a sign twice. Everybody's solution is that I either spray him with pepper spray, taser him with a taser, or shoot him. I'm like, can we, I don't know, do something non-violent and turn him in? If there's no consequences for him, he'll do it over and over. How can you see that guy? He's wearing a camo hat.
Regardless if you're wearing camel.
Wow. That's a magic trick right there. Every time somebody wears camo, I'm like, where'd he go, man? Oh my God, I hate back cramps. As much as I'd like to blame you, it's not your fault.
Yeah, this one. I mean, I don't have to take it.
There you go.
I know. She was just showing me the new ones.
Well, usually I try to chug my coffee real quick and then get a 50-cent refill. But I don't think I can handle that much coffee this time. Also, I can't really stand up that long, and I don't want to drive around on one of your cars. Good to see you. And thank you again for picking up them pumpkins.
What was that?
Oh, we're good. Okay.
Oh, it's still running. That's me. Sorry, that wasn't for you. I tried giving you a raspberry, and that poor guy ended up getting smacked with it.
Sorry. I'm trying to make my phone function. That car's stupid. There you go.
Oh, good luck with all that.
Oh, yeah.
You notice I do know how to play nice in public? I do.
You're very well behaved when you're outside.
And I'm permanently outside, so it helps.
Yeah.
I don't have a place to
Miranda said
organize
she's got a
myself.
sleeping bag for you. She's
Yes,
gonna
ma'am.
bring Sunday. You can get on Sunday.
I'll make sure I am. She was going to bring it yesterday, but I didn't
Yeah, I'm
by
probably
far.
gonna have to stop by her house and get it because she walks to work now. Her car's broke down, so.
Well, I'd let her use my car, but I'm living in it.
I get it. But yeah, I'll find out what day I can stop by and grab it for her, but she said she got a super bag for you.
There's probably at least 1,000 crimes on my YouTube channel that have been committed in Tillamook. Like, there's a lot of them, not just wolnez, going all the way back to when I first got here. And that's the thing about the police and all of my predators trying to pretend, well, they call me a pedophile and call me a murderer. And obviously, the guy who killed Natalie is in prison for it. Obviously, I didn't kill anybody. I've never been charged with any form of child abuse. There's a reason for that. I protect children. That's what we're taught to do. All men are. But not all of them are Joe.
Yeah, he's very protective of. We got 2 daughters. We got that one, and then we have our younger, which is only still 13. And he's very protective of both of them.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm not going to smoke that.
Let's try.
Yeah, then it'll taste funny and it'll end up with mung in my throat again. Right? Yep, I'm about to. Anyway, the situation is that as a homeless man, nobody listens, nobody cares. And that's what my YouTube channel is full of. I also am aware that you're not going to be able to watch thousands and thousands of hours worth of YouTube videos. I also can't go through thousands and thousands of them myself because I'm living out of my car. A lot of the stuff that I have to show people is on my computer. I don't have a place to plug it in, and obviously if I can't carry that stuff into the library, you know, I can't even do it there. There's also the fact that you only get 3 hours in a room there, and that's not enough time to even get started. My computer I bought brand new when Natalie was first killed, and now it's so old that like it takes an hour to start up and an hour to shut down. So that leaves me with an hour to try to work with, and literally nobody makes these phone calls with me. The one lady who did try, her name is Vicky Ray, and oh my God, she's got multiple personality disorder, and she didn't tell me that until she'd already conned me into moving all my stuff into her garage and promised that she was going to pay for a bunch of stuff that didn't need to be paid for. I mean, everything that I had on my vehicle and all that was all registered Nebraskan. What she wanted me to do is change everything over to Oregon. One of the things that all of these different agencies keep bullying me to do is the housing thing. I filled out the housing paperwork in most of these places. The fact that they literally ignore every single crime to try to push housing shows that they're trying to fleece the American public. The fact that I've gone to these places repeatedly, and like for me being autistic and having a reaction to abuse, it's not okay for the people that are supposed to be professionals to abuse us for being like that. Like when I make funny noises, I go, the bitch at the FCC fucking yelled at me for that. Why are you doing that? Sorry. Like, it's fucking shitty, and a lot of people, they don't care. They don't listen to the tones, they don't watch the videos, they just make excuses why I must have deserved it because of insert shitty excuse here, you know? Oh, I heard you're a pedophile, I heard you're a rapist, I heard you're a murderer. Nobody stops to take a look at how serious the situation with Natalie really is. And with the not being able to look at the A&E thing, that's alright, you can type up the name Natalie Bollinger. There's all sorts of stuff on there claiming that I'm some sort of a horrible monster.
How do you do it? You ball it up and stick it in there and make it shorter?
Yeah, well, I got all of my teeth yanked out at the same time, and I was going to for a cigarette, and I didn't want to suck out my scabs, so I started doing that, and I've been doing it ever since. Unfortunately, it's not killing me quick enough. Whatever. With my mom dying, I kind of, you know, hope that the world would become a slightly better place. But really, one person dying isn't going to make that much of a difference. My little brother got a hold of me and said, well, if you're just going to talk trash on this family, we don't want you to be a part of it. We don't give you permission to use our pictures or our names. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't like predators. Whether I'm related to you or not makes absolutely no difference. You don't stick your dick in your daughter. Alright, I better let you have a real life again.
Just going home, taking a bath, and watching some videos, falling asleep. That's what I do.
Yes, ma'am. The video that I sent That's not even one of the worst ones. When I get like really super suicidal, they're really bad. Like every moment of every day, I want my life to end. But I try to have hope, and sometimes people say stuff that gives me hope. Also, that Deborah lady's super sweet too.
I don't know which one it is, but I probably do. I'm not good with names and faces.
That's right.
Oh, well.
I suck at them too.
I have people that come and talk to me all the time, and I don't really have. Oh, they call me by name. I'm like, it's not fair. I have a name badge and you don't.
I'm not going to be able to find the video that Miranda wants me to take down because there's just too many. I don't know which ones people are in. When I record those videos, it's because of abuse or because I'm going to some place that I've been abused repeatedly.
Yeah.
Since the first staff here at Safeway told me to go into the store if I'm being harmed, that was over a guy named James Murphy, stopped me here from Hood River. The cops and the sheriff's department literally tried to help James get a court date without me. James didn't even show up to court. And they tried to prolong it as long as they could because if he doesn't show up to court, they have to drop it. And those cops were really, really planning on recycling everything about that to justify their crimes. Lucky for me, I've recorded almost all those officers. But again, I've been here over a year. Getting somebody to take a look at the evidence is almost impossible. And people will tell me stuff all excited, like, hey, your stalker, I saw him over there yelling at your vehicle while you weren't there. So that shows that he's definitely stalking you. I'm like, yeah, well, will you help me turn it in? That lady's name was Susan. Of course, when we went in to try to turn it into the lady at the lady at the DA played retarded. She also pretended like it all has to go through the cops and that she can't be a victim's rights advocate because the cops don't say I'm a victim. Well, with all due respect, the evidence shows I'm a victim. So that is just the stuff with wolnez. I haven't been able to go to the cops about anything with wolnez because of the assault by police officers, the harassment by police officers, and then, of course, when I call 911, 911 treats me like shit. So they arrested me for calling 911 about abuse, and the very specific officer that is the biggest problem here, Tony Lawson, he's one of the ones I've been trying to. He's the very first officer to commit crimes against me in this town. Him and Trent Olson.
I don't know where the cops are. I know their faces or something.
Yes, ma'am. Well, they claim that because I was calling 911 about a non-emergency, that's why I was arrested. The reality is they were pissed off that, first of all, I was still trying to turn in the crimes by their officers.
Yeah.
I've got literally hundreds of calls to 988, 911, 211, and hundreds of other agencies that I'm sent to. And I explained to everybody, I can't call them alone. I will get talked to. I am a disabled homeless male. That means nobody cares unless basically a woman cares. And that sounds messed up, but it's the reality of it. You can't listen to men because all men are rapey. The less attractive he is, the more rapey he is. That's how we're taught today. Obviously, I'm not 6 foot tall. I'm not rich. And the only good looking thing about me is the fact that I covered my unsightly face with a beard.
Oh my God, you knock it off.
You should see me without a beard. I look 90 years old, no joke. I have no teeth.
If Joe doesn't have a beard, he has a butt. But he also looks like he's 12 years old.
Oh my God, I can see that too.
If he shaves his face, he's got a butt too. Especially when he takes the mustache off, he just looks so good. Like, don't do that. You look weird.
I'm going to try to get to my vehicle. I might need a break before I get there. I've been standing for a while. Thank you for not sucking.
And I thank you for not sucking.
Oh, I do suck from time to time. Be safe. Not my circus, not my monkeys. coast to coast. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I might not have the... Oh, fuck it. Holy shit, I got it. Every town I go to, it's like this. Someone calling himself Feature Man typed hello. Hello. It's obviously one of the people that I have gone to for help stopping the abuse. God damn it. The problem is I can't go to the police because they keep committing felonies against me nationwide. They use slander that I was never allowed to defend myself against as an excuse to harm me. Feature Man typed, "Are you okay?" No, I am most certainly not. I am in a shit ton of fucking pain all the time. And right now I think I ended up with the flu today. Yesterday, I absolutely did not have the flu. Yesterday, it was just a shit ton of pain because I'm falling apart, you know. I'm not 20 years old anymore. I hurt my back in 2015, and I've been victimized ever since by people who know I can't defend myself, know I can't protect myself, know I don't have the money to do those things, and it results in a shit ton of abuse. Also, ignoring me results in dead people. Look at Benjamin Harvey. He's dead because people didn't want to listen. Nobody understands I need somebody to sit down with me and look at the evidence. They make it 1,000 times harder trying to force me to do it through the internet, through my phones, in my vehicle, while in severe pain. Meanwhile, Wolnez isn't the only person to assault me. I was assaulted by a doctor here at the Tillamook Adventist Hospital. And although I've called repeatedly to turn it in, they have literally never called me back. Never. And I had to try to turn that assault into an officer who had taken part in abuse against me prior. His name is Trent Olson. I went to every service here, and all they wanted to do is ignore the issue, ignore the abuse, and try to make me jump through a bunch of paperwork for the stuff that they can get paid money for. A lot of money for. Officer Martinez, Officer Loftman, Officer Sadler. These are all predators. Even worse, these are predators with badges who have been abusing their power. Oh, there we go. More restricted calls harassing me. On the bright side, yesterday, even though it took me about 20 minutes to make it happen, I was finally able to shut off the goddamn ringtone. A homeless, disabled man can't go to the hospital. As an at-risk and disabled adult, that's one of the places that I'm told to go if I'm abused. I'm supposed to go to the cops who will talk over me and abuse me. I'm supposed to go to the hospital, which will talk over me and abuse me. I'm sent to places like TFCC and TCCHC, who take advantage of me for profit. And send me on a wild fucking goose chase because apparently it's nobody's job to do a goddamn thing about abuse against an at-risk adult. Meanwhile, the entire county of Tillamook needs to be audited. the rampant drug use, the abuse of the homeless, the abuse of at-risk and disabled adults, and of course mandated reporters literally pawning us off on known drug addicts. I got a lot of congestion in my chest today. Yesterday it was just nastiness, mostly from crying, but today I really got to feel it. I've been hacking and gagging all day long. I'm having problems standing up. My arms are weak, my legs are weak, I can barely function. Now, since I started this video, I've been called by restricted numbers at least 10 times. Let's see how many times it says. I take it back. He's called 24 times since I started this video. 24 times. Yep. So how many is that overall today? It's well over 50. I did text message the guy who got a hold of me earlier this morning. He was text messaging me, also telling me that his ex is sending the dogs after him again. And I do truly want assisted termination of life legal for me. Obviously, with Wolnez bringing up Colorado, it's pretty obvious that, yeah, this needs to be looked into. It's supposed to go to the FBI, but with nobody helping me to get a place or helping me to prepare this stuff, it doesn't matter. I did have my own place twice since Natalie's death. I had an apartment in Sidney, Nebraska, and I couldn't keep it because of obligations with court. That's right. My predators were able to abuse their power to harm me, and then they pressed charges on me for telling on them. So am I okay? No, I'm not. Oh, there's restricted call number 25. Oh my God. That stuff is orange. That is not the color it's supposed to be. Oh, God. All right, now I just want to scream at the top of my lungs. But I can't scream the things at the top of my lungs that I want to without risking my Facebook or my YouTube being destroyed, which my predators try to do often. Fucking goddamn nasty. Now these mandated reporters that I've gone to, all of them have made a profit. All of them. Looks like I accidentally blocked a number on September 18th. With the abuse by Chris Stafford and his friends, like I said, bullies enlist their friends. They won't bully you one-on-one. All bullies are cowards. But when you're being bullied by groups of people, you do need help protecting yourself. And all the police have done is help every single one of my predators to get away. And why wouldn't they? That's the problem with all of these agencies sending me to the police who refuse to do their jobs. Obviously, that lady who's going to watch my videos, you know, it's an hour-long video. It's a lot of cursing. Of course, I go through and I blame men. And then I go through and I blame women. In reality, all of you take part in this sexism. When I did desperate things, it's because women let me know that they were unsafe. For example, Jamie Curtis. When she told me that she was afraid of living in the same town as James Payton, and we were going to talk on the phone once a week so that I knew she was safe. Of course, that didn't matter, did it? Because James is good looking. He's got some big muscles. So, of course, he matters more than anyone else. Jamie has an entourage of dorks, nerds, and spazzes that she leads on to get everything that she wants for basically nothing. Jamie wanted to do some pretty fucked up shit to me. Why is that? Well, she didn't call me for 2 weeks. This is right before Natalie was killed. She didn't call me for over 2 weeks. And I tried to get a hold of her. And of course, she had let me know that if she doesn't get a hold of me, that James did something. Then she didn't call me for 2 weeks. It turns out because she was going back out with James. Well, if he beats you again, that's your fault. That was her whole thing with James. He was beating on her. Of course, When a woman goes back to a piece of shit like that, she always changes her story, doesn't she? Like Jerry Sparks, for example. She left Ron Reeder because he threw a bottle at her head and barely missed her. Then when she got back together with him, she wanted to hide it from Lana Ingline because Lana is a control freak. But she's also dead now, which is a good thing. But Jerry wanted to hide the fact that she was going out with Ronald Reeder again. And then, of course, when she started going back out with Ronald Reeder, this story was, oh, well, he just talks really excited with his hands. And he accidentally hit a plastic bottle and it hit the floor. Well, that's a far cry from him throwing it at your fucking head, Jerry. Meanwhile, Jerry Sparks' family and my family have a long history together. My very first car was a 1985 Pontiac Firebird that I had to remove the windshield because it had 2 bullet holes in it and replace literally every every window in the vehicle had to be replaced. But the reason that it had those 2 bullet holes is because my Uncle Greg was dating Loretta. Loretta paid off that car. It was hers, but he wouldn't give her the title. And what did Loretta do? She left my Uncle Greg. She took her car. She went and picked up her friend Ray Mock, who I know. I've worked with him. And what happened from there? Well, my Uncle Greg drove his step-side pickup truck into the back of that 85 Pontiac Firebird, walked around to the front of the vehicle with a .22 long rifle. Meanwhile, I'm working on the vehicle when he's telling me this story. He's telling me, oh, I was just trying to scare her. It's like I was standing right about there, and I went and stood where he claimed he was at, and I looked at it, and I'm going, all right, well, the headrest is literally right behind those 2 bullet holes from where my Uncle Greg was standing. What does that tell me? My Uncle Greg was trying to kill her. And Loretta is lucky that those .22 long rifle shells didn't penetrate the window. If he'd used a 30-06, she wouldn't have stood a chance in hell. Well, we got this restricted number keeps calling me over and over and over again. On the bright side, I speak out. On the not so bright side, I'm a male, so next to nothing. Now, the important thing here is trying to find a time when these people are available to call. Now, if you notice, even though I turned off my ringer, these harassment calls still continue. Like pretty much the whole time I've been making this video, my phone has been buzzing in my hand. Restricted call after restricted call. Let's see how many now. Obviously, it's not. He might have called 24 times since last time I checked, actually. people's solution is to change my phone number. But then my predators, or people who claim to be my friends, that show themselves to be predators, are going to use that to pretend like I'm making up fake phone numbers to harass people with, which obviously isn't the case. There's a lot of police officers who are predatory, and a lot of former police officers who are predatory, like former Denver officer William Barr. William Barr claimed that the Craigslist ad was real, that he did internet investigations for the Denver Police Department, and that Natalie Bollinger, not only had she posted that, but she posted it more than once, and it was taken down. Later on, when I tried to turn him in, along with registered Nebraska sex offender Robert Franklin Warnick, Sheriff Scott DaCosta, and of course, one of his employees, Leslie Snell. What did Scott DaCosta do? He committed felonies to have me locked up. He abused his power to have me harmed by multiple agencies and to have me locked up so that I couldn't turn him in, so that I couldn't have a safe place to organize the evidence and actually turn him in. Cops are predictable. Every cop is predictable. Because no cop has a fucking conscience. If cops had a conscience, they wouldn't be cops. Now, every agency here in Tillamook has taken part in the abuse against me. Every single one of them. And they've all taken part in sending me off to other people instead of doing their jobs as mandated reporters. And each and every one of them make sure that they do everything they need to get paid from the American taxpayer dollars when they're not doing shit. Fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it. How dare I say that, right? How dare I? Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper, and your sister's too, and no victim left behind. Amen.